for a quick workout. Oh no! There's gotta be someone in here who can get this off me. Please get this off me. Hey! 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 What's up guys? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. Today's video is brought to you by Hidden Hybrid Holsters. They make holsters for a variety of firearms and firearms accessories. They're a very high quality product and they're based in the US. Be sure and check them out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. So for today's video, we have a 380 pound Atlas stone. This thing's made out of concrete and I'm not really sure what else is in there. I'm pretty sure there may be some rebar and sometimes they mix in fibers with the concrete. Regardless, this thing is big, heavy, and tough. I don't know if you've ever watched the strongman competitions, but those huge guys pick them up and put them up on platforms and they look kind of small when they're carrying them, but those guys are massive. So this stone's actually really big. I bought it from a local gym. They said nobody had picked this thing up ever. So I thought, well, can I buy it? I'd love to shoot it with a 50 cal. So I got it, went and got it from the gym. That was quite a task and getting it out here was quite a task. But we're out here now and I'm really excited to get started. Okay, as always, we're gonna start out with something small. We're gonna start out with a 22 long rifle. This is a Smith & Wesson Victory. And we're gonna be loaded up with some 40 grain lead round nose. I'd say we're about 25, 30 yards away. So we should be good. Okay, it looks like we hit right here and right here. I don't think we did any damage to that stone. Okay, now let's step it up to 9mm. We have a Canik TP9 SFX, very cool gun. And we're gonna be loaded up with some Underwood ammo. These are 9mm, 147 grain, plus P plus full metal jackets. Oh dang. From the looks of that, the 50 is probably going to explode that stone. I don't know. Let's go check it out. I didn't expect the 9mm to really do that much damage, but we knocked a little chunk off of it. That's pretty cool. Okay, now let's hit it with a 45 ACP. We have a Springfield 1911 model A1, and we're going to be loaded up with some Underwood ammo. These are 45 ACP, 230 grain plus P jacketed hollow points. Okay, it looks like we hit pretty much in the same spot. You can see some of these rocks are busted up where the 45 hit. But it looks like we still got some work to do on this Atlas stone. Okay, now let's hit it with a pistol round that's moving really fast. We have a Glock Gen 4 model 31, chambered in 357 SIG. And we're going to be loaded up with some Underwood ammo. These are 125 grain full metal jackets. Let's go check that out. We hit in this area and you can see some fresh damage and some pieces of stone on the ground here. Let's scoot back and hit it again. Okay, the 357 SIG is a light bullet and it's moving really fast. Now let's hit it with something that weighs a little more, moving a little slower, and definitely has a lot more energy. Let's hit it with the Desert Eagle, chambered in 50 AE. And we're gonna be using some Hornady 300 grain jacketed hollow points. Let's hit it one more time just for good measure. Okay, so here's where we hit it the first time with the 50 AE, and there's the second time. We did a little bit of damage to the stone, but we're still not really doing much to this thing. Last but not least, let's hit it with the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. We're gonna be loaded up with some Underwood ammo. These are 500 grain, jacketed lead flat nose. One more time. A piece of that stone just landed next to me. Well, the 500 Magnum definitely did a little more damage than all of the other pistols. It threw some stone all the way back at me, 30 yards back. Looks like we hit somewhere in this area. I think the first shot and our second shot was around this area here. Okay, I don't want to hit the Atlas stone with too much more before we hit it with the 50, but I do want to hit it with 1 or 2 rifles. So we're going to start out with an AR-15, and we're going to be loaded up with some green tip 5.56. Okay, well, it looks like the 5.56 green tip dug a little bit of a hole in the front of this stone, but still not really doing much. Okay, let's hit it with one more rifle before we move on to the 50 BMG. We have an AK-47, and we're loaded up with some 7.62 by 39, and I believe these are soft tips. I meant to grab the full metal jackets, but completely forgot. Okay, the AK-47 did a little bit of damage in this area, but I wouldn't say it's any more or any less than the 5.56 green tip. Well, that's it for the smaller rifles. Let's finally hit this thing with the 50 cal. Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's hit this 380-pound Atlas stone with a 50 BMG. We have a Serbu RN50, and we're going to be loaded up with an armor-piercing incendiary tracer. Oh, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. Okay, it looks like we pretty much hit dead center. We did quite a bit of damage to the stone. I really thought that it would just bust in half, but it didn't. We do have some cracks going through it now. The bullet is in the stone. I can see the bullet in the stone. That is the back of the bullet. It is lodged inside that stone. I wonder if we can dig it out. Okay, I did some digging and was able to recover the bullet. That is awesome. I cannot believe that we caught that in this Atlas stone. I think we should rotate the stone, and that way we can get a fresh impact and see what that does. Okay, we have a fresh spot on the Atlas stone. Let's hit it again with the 50 BMG. And again, we're loaded up with an armor-piercing incendiary tracer. Okay, we hit a little low, but we did a lot of damage to the surface of this Atlas stone. And you can see we punched a hole inside the Atlas stone. It does not look like we came out the other side. Looks like there's a piece of metal in this thing. That's not good. So now we're going to hit the stone with the 50 BMG until we finally get it to bust. Next, we're going to use a blue tip. This is a pure incendiary round. Oh my gosh. Did you see that flash down there? Oh, that was awesome. Oh my goodness. What is that? Is that foam? Yeah, it's foam. I guess they used a foam ball in the center to get this thing started. There's like little bamboo shoots in here. I don't know what part of the process those are used for. Well, I guess I learned something today. I didn't know that there were foam balls inside of these giant Atlas stones. Okay, well, let's kind of sift through this a little bit and see if we can find any of our bullets. Yeah, that's a lot easier to move now. Well, there's one. But I don't know if that's one that we just shot or if that's one that was lodged in it before. So now we've recovered 2 bullets. I wonder if we can find the third. There's the piece of metal that we saw inside the stone. Look at that mark where one of the rounds cut through the concrete. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's still got the writing on it. I may keep that piece. All right, well, I think that's it. I don't think we're gonna find that one. Well, if I ever decide to compete in strongman, I'm just gonna bring my 50 BMG with me. I'll shoot the heaviest stone about 3 times, bust it up into a bunch of pieces, and then I'll be able to stack it easy. Okay, that's it for today. Honestly, I had a lot of fun making today's video. Again, I want to say thank you to Hidden Hybrid Holsters for sponsoring today's video. Be sure and check them out. I'll leave a link in the description down below. If you enjoyed today's video as much as I did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, make sure you hit that little bell at the top. That way you get notifications when we upload new videos. Also, be sure to check out Kentucky Ballistics clothing and check us out on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all those are in the description down below, or you can find them on our website, KentuckyBallistics.com. Again, my name is Scott. Thank you for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.